So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 4 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I wanted to cover in this video includes the potential of Sony bringing in their own official faceplates and console colors for the PlayStation 5, Bloodborne 2 and Bloodborne Remastered get another source, Sony still has billions to spend, and the day before is coming to the PlayStation 5. First, have you bought faceplates for your PlayStation 5 yet or not? After looking at the comments from the last video, it seems that more of you have a PlayStation 5 at this point, which is obviously great. With customization options out there now, I'm wondering if any of you have customized your PlayStation 5, or is your PlayStation 5 still all white like mine? So, have you bought faceplates for your PlayStation 5 yet or not? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, the day before is coming to the PlayStation 5. So, for people who don't know, the day before is an MMO third-person shooter that really draws from the Last of Us franchise and I guess also Tom Clancy's The Division. This game was originally announced for PC, but now it's also coming to the PlayStation 5. Reading from website PlayStation Lifestyle, developer Fantastic and publisher Mytona have announced that their open-world survival, massively multiplayer online game the day before will release on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS, in addition to the previously announced PC version. While the PC version has been given a release date of June 22nd, 2022, the day before for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS has yet to be dated. First announced back in January this year, the day before is set in a post-pandemic America where the flesh-hungry infected and survivors battle it out for food and resources. No, you're not reading the description of The Last of Us multiplayer. An official overview reads, the day before is an open-world, massively multiplayer online survival set in a deadly post-pandemic America overrun by flesh-hungry infected and survivors killing each other for food, weapons, and cars. You wake up alone in a world you no longer remember, setting out to find answers and the resources to survive. So, I'm not a fan of MMO games, as you guys already know on the channel, as I've mentioned a few times on the channel before, but I'm definitely tempted to try this one out based off of what I've seen so far. Now, diving into the second story of the video, Black official PlayStation 5. Since before the launch of the PlayStation 5, ever since we got the reveal of the console, people have been asking for an all-black official controller, an all-black official console. We've gotten one of those so far with the Midnight Black controller, the DualSense controller we have now. The one missing part of this is the all-black official console. Sony could have their own all-black console or start to finally sell their own official PS5 custom plates. Either way, it seems like Sony might be readying up for something. Reading from Video Game Chronicle, Canadian peripheral firm Dbrand has stated that it is no longer selling its popular black PlayStation 5 faceplates following a threat of legal action from Sony. Dbrand's $50 dark plates went on sale in February and within a few hours had sold out of stock until May. In a statement posted on Saturday, the company declared that the dark plates were now dead, following a letter it received from Sony Interactive Entertainment's lawyers. In the cease and desist letter, which Dbrand has shared, the letter addresses Dbrand's previous challenge to Sony to try and sue us by stating that despite Dbrand's provocative tone, Sony would rather the company just stop selling the products instead of having to take the matter to court. Dbrand speculates that the reason for Sony's threat is that it believes Sony is planning to release an all-black PlayStation 5 console and doesn't want a robot-shaped elephant in the room, pointing out that the company has already released a all-black DualSense controller and an all-black Pulse 3D headset. There's more to this conversation, discussions in regards to legal matter in the court and all of that stuff, but I wanted to grab the important bits for the story here. An all-black PlayStation 5 seemed like a likely thing for a while now, even more so with the black PS5 accessories hitting the market. It's just Sony taking action at this point could possibly hint to an all-black console or official Sony PS5 custom plates coming in the near future rather than years down the line. We'll have to wait and see how this plays plays out, but you guys let me know if you're interested in buying an official all-black PlayStation 5 from Sony or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now diving into the third story of the video, new PlayStation 5 studios and Sonys Billions. So the story here comes from website marispandgames.com. They wrote an article that's quite lengthy, but goes into detail on various aspects of Sony's business, titled Inspecting and Dissecting Sony's Acquisition Strategy. For our interest here for this video, the focus is on their point of Sony having a $24 billion budget for growth. They use website Macro Trends here as a source, which we've used on the channel many times as well to go over Sony's current financial situation. The point they specifically hammer on is that Sony's cash on hand this summer dropped by $24 to $25 billion. They state that some might think this is related to a huge acquisition set to take place, but they state that this is Sony moving their money from cash on hand to budget for mergers and acquisitions. The site points out that historically, and they simplify this here, if someone at Sony wanted to acquire a company, they would need to get it approved first, and then a budget would be given to spend on the buyout. So it's on a case-by-case basis. The change here, they point out, is that Sony now has a budget specifically for acquisitions. They also point towards Sony Pictures Vice President Tony Vincicura's comments from earlier this year, which we've covered on the channel, where he pretty much states that the next big consolidation area is the gaming business, essentially talking about companies buying companies like we've seen so far, hinting at Sony buying out more studios. Earlier this year, we did hear that Sony has an $18 billion budget to spend on investments over the next 3 years. This was back in April. The cash on hand change happened by the end of June, and the difference here is the extra $6 billion increase, which could be related to something else completely, but that was the focus here. We've seen Sony make various acquisitions this year, and it looks like they're not stopping anytime soon, and again, to be exact, not for the next 3 years anyway, according to official word. Now diving into the final story of the video, Bloodborne 2 and Bloodborne Remastered. Reading from website DualShockers, according to industry insider Nick from Xbox Era, we might be getting some interesting news related to Bloodborne. We've been hearing rumors about a PC port for years now, but it has started picking up a lot of pace lately. Colin Moriarty of the Sacred Symbols podcast had stated that a remaster of the first game was coming along with a sequel on PlayStation 5. Now, Nick has further corroborated those claims. He has further added that the game will be arriving on PC as well. It should be noted that the moderators of Gaming Leak subreddit have confirmed that Nick is not just reiterating what Colin has already stated. Nick's statement comes from his own sources, so it adds further weight to the previous rumors. It remains to be seen when these things are officially announced. So Nick, we've covered here on the channel before, who goes by Special Nick on Twitter. I would put Colin Moriarty higher on the charts for accuracy when it comes to leaks, but it's also good to have another source, another insider backing these claims as well. I've said before that I never really got into Bloodborne. I know somebody's about to roast me in the comments. I've never really gotten into Bloodborne. Not saying I don't want to, but ever since I heard a remaster was in the works, I've kind of just held off on playing the game entirely. So hopefully the remaster is coming out in the near future so I can dive into this world on PlayStation 5, hopefully with some nice DualSense, and get ready for the possible sequel. But you guys let me know if you're waiting for the remaster like myself or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with Sony's billion-dollar moves. Obviously, this relates to Sony's 18 billion, 24 billion, whatever it may specifically be, acquisition budget that they have here for growth. If you're excited to see what they do after seeing them acquire 4 studios this year, destroy the comment section with Sony's billion-dollar moves, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.